الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. الحمد لله حمدا طيبا مباركا كما ينبغي لجلال وجهه ولعظيم سلطانه. الحمد لله الذي بفضله وكرمه ونعمته تتم الصالحات. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه، بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح لهذه الأمة. فاللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد النبي وعلى آله وأصحابه الطاهرين الطيبين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ثم أما بعد، يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. ثم أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only one worthy of worship. We bear witness there is no God except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we indeed bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam is his messenger, his servant, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent to all of us to correct our inner and outer being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in an ayah that every single khatib and every single person who gives a speech starts with, from Surah An-Nisa, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ اتَّقُوا رَبَّكُمُ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُم مِّن نَّفْسٍ وَاحِدَةٍ. O mankind, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, watch out that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking at you and watching every move that you do. Allah who created you for a purpose and watching over you. So the word taqwa is what I am going to underline here today, inshallah ta'ala. But with it, I want to also couple the word niyyah, or intention, or sincerity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the word taqwa in this ayah 3 times, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Throughout the Quran, we find the word taqwa mentioned in its own verbiage and noun and whatnot more than hundreds of times. In fact, our scholars tell us that our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam have spent the first 13 years in Medina talking only about faith and about hearts and about iman and about taqwa, faith and fearful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because without it, nothing really matters. And yet in this ayah, in Surah An-Nisa, which is a Madani surah, it was revealed in Medina, not in Mecca. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only reminding us Muslims, but reminding the entire mankind. Reminding them, Muslims and non-Muslims, to fear your Lord. Not to fear Allah, because Allah only belongs to us. Allah is what we worship. But Rabb is the one who created you, the one who clothed you, the one who gave you rizq and whatnot to survive. That's why actually in the Arabic language the word Rabb, like your father and my father, is Rabbul Bayt. Why? Because he takes care of you. Your mother is Rabbatul Bayt. Why? Because she takes care of you. In fact, if you look at Surah Yusuf, when the king of Egypt sent somebody to bring Sayyidina Yusuf to him, what did he say to him? قَالَ ارْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ. Go back to your Lord. So even the king of Egypt at that time, in the sense of the Arabic language, was called Rabb. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses all mankind, include the non-Muslim, you'll always find the word Rabb, which is the creator. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala went more than that in the ayah. Toward the end of the ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bringing it from the entire mankind, now to the believer, to the Muslims. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ. And fear Allah, the one you worship. Not only that, the scholar told us, wal arham is ma'tuf alayh, is related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and be mindful in this case of your blood relatives and blood relation. And the reason I want to touch on this ayah today, or this topic today, that we're embarking on Ramadan. Ramadan is very close to all of us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us those 3 weeks to witness Ramadan. And it's very important that we do not waste Ramadan being hungry and thirsty and gain nothing out of it, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam have said in one hadith, رُبَّ صَائِمٍ لَا يَنَالُ مِنْ صَوْمِهِ إِلَّا الْجُوعُ وَالْعَطَشِ. Perhaps there is a fasting person, man or woman, male or female, young or old, that he or she gets nothing out of their fasting, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, except being hungry the entire day, except being thirsty the whole day. So being mindful and being fearful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one of the actions of the heart. That's why our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was describing where the taqwa is, where being mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, he said, at-taqwa hahuna. And he pointed to his heart. He says the place of taqwa is an inner thing. It's something that you have to have inside you. It's not an act that people will see. And the best example of this, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, what I'm going to tell you now, because I'm going to reflect on 2 different stories that inshallah ta'ala in the next few minutes will bring it home. We're all aware of the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam that was narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa arda. It's a long hadith, but I'm going to get to the couple of points that I want to come to. Where he says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring 3 kinds of people in the hereafter. And he will ask all of them the same question. One of them is somebody who had memorized the entire Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him or her by being the so-called hafiz as we do today, and say so and so is a hafiz. MashaAllah. But is that he or she act according to what they memorized from the Quran? That is the question. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring that hafiz and say to him, oh so and so, have I given you this? And he'll say, yes, O Allah. Have I blessed you by the Quran? And he'll say, yes, O Allah. Have I blessed you with this and this and this? And he'll continue saying, yes, O Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pose the question to him or to her and says, so what did you do with all this blessing that I give you, especially memorizing the Quran? And the person will respond to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah knows best. Allah knows the answer. But he or she will respond and say, oh Allah, I was standing day and night before your hand for your pleasure. I was teaching people Quran day and night so I can spread the good words of the Quran. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look at him and her and say, كذبت. He'll say, you're lying. But rather you have memorized the Quran and stood in the day and the night before people. So people can say, MashaAllah, look at the recitation. MashaAllah, look at the tajweed. MashaAllah, look at the knowledge. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue by saying to that person, وَقَدْ قِيلٍ. And indeed I have made people say this about you and praised you. Why, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end of the day, وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِظَلَّامٍ لِلْعَبِيدِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not unjust to anyone. So if you do anything in this dunya for the sake of somebody else, not the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you in this dunya accordingly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, وَقَدْ قِيلٍ. And then another person who's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with all the money in the world, that he and she was spending in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him or her the same question. What have you done with the money that I blessed you with? And he or she will say, oh Allah, I spend it in your sake. I build the masajid. I build in Islamic schools. I did this and this and that. I paid a charity. I fed poor people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will respond to him and her and say, كذبت. You're lying. But you have spent all this money so people can say, he's a generous person or she's a generous person. وَقَدْ قِيلٍ. And indeed I have made people say that about you, so you already get your rewards in dunya. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask His angel to take both of them and throw them in the hellfire. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And the same thing for somebody who thought he was going for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was defending the hudud of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was defending the territory of the Muslims. As some of us might claim today. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him the same question. And they will answer, oh Allah, we died in your sake. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will respond by saying, you're lying. But indeed you fought in my sake. So if you fought, you made jihad or you made trip in war. So people can say, MashaAllah, he's a brave person. وَقَدْ قِيلٍ. And I've made my servant say this about you. I've spread the word about you. So when people were looking at you, the brave person. فَيُؤْمَرُ بِهِ وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ فَيُسْحَبُ عَلَى وَجْهِهِ فَيُلْقَى فِي النَّارِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order His angel to grab him by the face and throw him in hellfire. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And why I'm saying this, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam? Because we live at a time right now that it's too materialistic. It's all about me and then me and then me. Isn't that what they say here in the States and even beyond the state? Me, thumma me, thumma me. Me, then me, then me. It's all about me. We're willing to cheat our own relatives from their own inheritance. Because I need to make more money. We're willing to cheat people from their rights. Because I want to be the best in this dunya. We're willing to backbite people. Because it serves a purpose for my own self. That's not how the companion, Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een, have gone outside and spread the words of Islam. If any, the companion was so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the point, listen to Handala radiallahu ta'ala anhu warda. Handala woke up one day from his sleep and went trying to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and said, Nafaqa Handala, Nafaqa Handala. I am a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite. So they asked him, wait, hold on. Hypocrite is such a heavy word. What are we talking about? So he says, Ya Rasulullah, when we're sitting with you, Our hearts are flying high. Our spirit is so high. We're so connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And once we leave you and go back to our daily life, we're different people. We have a double personality. And the Prophet ﷺ smiled, obviously knowing that Hanzala was too harsh on himself. And says, take it easy, O Hanzala. Sa'a wa sa'a ya Hanzala. Yeah, when you're with me, you're spiritually connected, that is fine. But there is life there you have to take care of. But my point from this hadith, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Hanzala, as connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he was still questioning himself. So we need to question ourselves. Are we connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are we close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are our heart in the right place? Do we go and interact with our brothers and sisters and our family members or even our colleagues who are non-Muslims with a true heart in the right place? Or we do it fakely so people can say, look, mashallah, we look good. We smell good. Or get a promotion and whatnot. In the contrary, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, in the 5 minutes that left, when your heart is in the right place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you a great deal. Even if you are about to take the action and actually did not complete that action. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah وَلَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ إِذَا مَا آتَوْكَ لِتَحْمِلَهُمْ قُلْتُ لَا أَجِدُ مَا أَحْمِلَكُمْ عَلَيْهِ تَوَلَّوْا وَأَعْيُنُهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمْعِ حَزَنًا أَلَّا يَجِدُوا مَا يُنْفِقُونَ Surah At-Tawbah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed an ayah to the Prophet ﷺ because there was an incident that happened. The Prophet ﷺ says, and I'll translate the ayah right after, he was preparing for one of the Ghazawat, one of the battles that he was going on. Some scholars say it was the Ghazwa Tabuk. It was the Battle of Tabuk. And he was asking the Sahaba to join him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But then there was 3 young men who came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and they wanted to join him. But at the time the Prophet sallallahu did not have the camels, did not have enough horses, did not have enough swords to carry on, to ask him to join the army because you need to have certain rides in this heated desert. So the Prophet ﷺ said to them, I really cannot carry you with me. If you're not fully prepared yourself, then I cannot afford to have you with me. So they turned back and they were crying. They were crying because their hearts were in the right place. They truly wanted to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran about those people. قُلْتَ لَا أَجْدُ مَا أَحْمِلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ. You said to them, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I don't have what I can carry you on with me. تَوَلَّوْا وَأَعْيُنَهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمْعِ حَزَنًا أَلَّا يَجْدُوا مَا يُنْفِقُونَ. So they turn back. They have tears. They are sad because they could not find what they can afford to join the battlefield with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And when this ayat was revealed, the army was already almost halfway in the heated desert. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made his famous statement. And he looked at the companion who are, they will take a rest. And he wanted to teach the companion and us a lesson after. He says, Wallahi, he says, by Allah, inna fil madinati la rijal. In Medina there is a group of men. Ma sirtum masiran. You have not taken a step. Wala qata'tum wadiyan. And you have not crossed a valley. إِلَّا كَانُوا مَعَكُمْ حَبِسَهُمُ الْعُذْرُ. Except that they gain in the same exact reward that you're gaining step by step, valley by valley, mile by mile. Except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided for them not to join us. except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided that you stay behind. But just because their heart was in the right place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed them ayat into them. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam spoke about them. And the ayat is so much, and the hadith is so much, my dear brothers and sisters. In fact, our scholars have written so many books about the hearts. How can you get your heart to be thin, connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, kind of receptive to instance that takes place. Kind of check your heart. Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab radallahu ta'ala anhu warda, even him, he was already granted Jannah. He was already guaranteed Jannah by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he used to go around asking Khazin Sirr Rasulillah that the Prophet sallallahu have given him names of the of the hypocrites. Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman. And he used to say, Hudayfa, am I among those names? Is my name among those hypocrites? Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu arda was so worried that he could be doing something wrong that he doesn't know, that puts him among the hypocrites, wal-'iyadhu billah, the munafiqeen. And therefore, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, with this recipe that the companion have gotten from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they have gone on to spread the Islam through the entire globe. It's their character, it's their heart, it's their education that spread this, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But more important for us, since we live in a too materialistic world, that we need to start here. We need to start within our community. We need to love one another. We need to respect one another. We need to say an opinion just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And if you have any doubt, do not say it. As our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always reminded us, فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا أَوْ لِيَصْمُتْ. Say a good word, something that will connect the community together, something that will get families together, something that will get brothers and sisters together, or do not say a word. You better stay silent than saying something, because it would have a gain for yourself or something in your back of your mind that you would have a victory in this world. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه لعله يغفر لنا جميعا. الحمد لله وكفى وصلاة وسلاما على عباده الذين اصطفى واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه بلغ الرسالة وادى الأمانة ونصح لهذه الأمة. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت وسلمت وباركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. ثم أما بعد, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, إنها لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. It's not the eyes that goes blind, but indeed it is the hearts. Because once your heart, wal-'iyadhu billah, became blind, and once, wal-'iyadhu billah, your heart becomes dark, then as I said in the beginning of the khutbah, nothing really matters. Nothing matter whatsoever. So inshallah ta'ala, as we go through Sha'ban, let's work on who we are. Let's examine our behaviors. Let's examine our relationship with our brothers and sisters, blood relative and non-blood relative in the community at large. And let's make sure that we enter this blessed month of Ramadan in a good standing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and with ourselves. And one more thing, inshallah ta'ala, related to Sha'ban itself. Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha wa ardaha said that the Prophet sallam كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يصوم في شعبان حتى نظن أنه لا يفطر. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to fast in Sha'ban more than any other month until we actually thought he never breaks his fast. But she also said, because the Prophet ﷺ did not want to make it an obligation on us, because Ramadan is the obligation one. The obligatory month is Ramadan. But she also said, وَكَانَ يَفْطِرُ حَتَّى نَظُنُّ أَنَّهُ لَا يَصُومُ. And he used to break his fast in Sha'ban as he'd never fasted Sha'ban before. So the equation here is balance. So inshallah ta'ala, if you can fast as much as you can in this blessed month or in the next 3 weeks before Ramadan comes upon us, then you probably would be able to somehow be spiritually in that state of mind when Ramadan comes inshallah ta'ala. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم واستغفروه يغفر لكم وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.